So we have a question here from Dr. Jones, looking at one of the key areas that will get girls into science, it's maths. And you both said that you were extremely good in maths when you were in school. So girls, how is your maths like right now? If you want to get where you want to get into the sciences, you have to be good with maths. Are you guys confident with maths? Can you tell us how you were in school with maths? Oumie, you can go first.
So how I do in school with math?
Yes.
Well, people say maths is,
what is your performance with maths? You don't need to say your grade, but how confident are you with it?
I believe that I will surely pass maths if it was an exam. I believe that I cannot say I'm perfect in maths, but I'm trying, and I know I can get there with maths when it comes to maths.
So you'll get the grade that will get you into high school and then into medical school. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
And
right.
Fatima?
Yes, I cannot say that I am very perfect, but I am very good in maths
You're
when
very
it's
good in
come
it.
to math. Yes.
You're very good in it. So then the question now extend to Dr. Sallah and Professor Njie. So how the question really is, one of the challenges is that girls from a young age have fear of maths and science. How do we address this issue?
No, I mean, I think the way maths is taught is important. And from a young age onwards, because I wasn't always good in maths. There was a time when I was actually quite bored with maths and just felt that it wasn't for me until we had a new maths teacher who made the teaching of maths fun. So, and he gave us maths problems as fun puzzles to solve. And we found it very challenging. And every time we solved a maths problem, we were like, yes, that's so great, the feeling that you get. So I think the way it is taught really, really matters. And also I would say the content of the maths course, because it is such an important discipline that cuts across all of science, you know. For the first time this year, we had about 200 entries into the School of Medicine for this year. We can only take a third. There were many girls. I was really encouraged by the number of girls, but for the first time in the interview, we gave them a maths problem. This was something they weren't expecting. They were expecting us to ask them why. But in medicine, you have to calculate doses of drugs and so on. And if you overdose a patient, you can kill them. So it is very important in statistics and so many things. So we gave them simple maths problems. And I was encouraged, I have to say, by the number of people who got the maths problems that we gave them. So the way it is taught, making it accessible, making it fun, I think matters.
Thank you so much. Making it fun. Yeah, we need to get that to the teachers. Make it fun. And yes, Dr. Sallah, how would you answer that question?
I mean, I totally agree. What really made me good at math was the fact that I loved my math teachers. They were so good. And, it was like problem solving all the time with, you had one answer with sometimes multiple ways of getting to it. Mm-hmm. So the fact that it was, it was always like quizzy and, problem solving for me was really, really important. So I think even you as students, when you're approaching it, just feel like, you're solving, this problem. If you take it like that and have fun with it, I think that would, and of course, math is practice. The more you do it, the better you get. It's one of those things that you can constantly improve as you practice. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So girls, did you hear that? So you should be practicing maths every day. Yeah?
Yes.
You guys be
Yes.
doing that? Because without
Yes.
maths, you can't get into medical school. Don't let anyone kid you. Yeah? Without it, you can't get into medical school. That is the key foundation. Yeah? So Dr. Sallah, Dr. Ramou, of course, you didn't get where you are by just folding your hands. You had to get in it, get dirty, do the midnight, burn the midnight oil, you know, and all that thing. But can you share some of the challenges you faced and how you overcome it so the girls will know that it's not easy? You know, we're not trying to scare them, but we're trying to say these are the challenges and these are the steps we took, and this has led us to where we are now, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. In my case, I come from a very humble background, and my parents really didn't have the means to pay for my education. So I had to work really, really hard to get scholarships. So I had a scholarship to go to Gambia High School, and again, going to university, my parents certainly didn't have the means. So I had to apply for a scholarship, and that's how I ended up going to Nigeria, because at the time there was no medical school in the country anyway. So to study medicine, you had to go out. So the other challenge I had, you know, when I was in high school, in my compound, I lived in a family compound. And so it was difficult to actually concentrate and study. But I had some friends next door whose guardian was a teacher Baby, she was called. So we used to go there in the evenings with all our books and do our studies. And she used to look at our maths problems and English problems and so on. And that helped me a lot, you know? And so going abroad, well, there's always a cultural difference. So there's a cultural shock, if you like. Coming from tiny Banjo, you know, all I knew was going from Hagen Street to Gambia High School and back. And suddenly I'm in the middle of Lagos, which is a big bustling city. So trying to settle there initially was very hard, very, very hard. I missed my parents, I missed my family, and I thought, oh God, I want to go back home. But I remember being told I had an uncle who lived there, and the embassy staff were like, you know, just give it a month and see how you get on. If after a month you still feel this way, we can get you back. And well, within a month, I had made so many friends, and so it wasn't a problem. And similarly in the UK, it was also, you know, going from Lagos to the UK, it was difficult. But I remained focused, and that's what you young ladies need to do. You need to remain focused. And I remember this really is what I want to be. I want to be a doctor. I want to specialize. And so, yes, there were challenges, but I had a lot of people who helped me. I had mentors. I was lucky to have really, really good mentors, both women and men. And like I said, in the area that I wanted to go, I knew of one woman, and she was very encouraging, and actually invited me, because at the time there were 5 of them or so, and they used to meet in London. So I was in Birmingham, and they used to go for dinners to discuss ways of supporting up and coming young women who wanted to go into the profession. So mentorship, support, determination helped. But, you know, challenges are part of life, but we can overcome them. So that's what you need to remember, that yes, you will face challenges, all of us do, but you can overcome them.
Yeah, Dr. Sallah, some of your challenges?
Yeah, I mean, I guess my initial challenge post high school to go to university was the fact that finances were a barrier, and I couldn't actually study medicine, which is what I wanted to do. But the opportunity there was to not just sit. I had to make use of my time and prepare myself for whatever was to come next and wherever direction that was going to take me. I was someone who was always, looking for fulfillment, for fulfillment by having an impact on people's lives. And, the fact that an opportunity presented to do that in a different way other than medicine was very, very appealing to me. So yeah, that was my gateway, which was the MRC. So I was always looking for the next opportunity, whatever came. Before I went on to do genomics as well for my PhD, I was applying to many things, master's programs in things that weren't related to genetics. For me, I just needed to do something that I knew I would enjoy, but also it wouldn't be too, also that was funded. Having said that, I did face many rejections, and those rejections too prepared me for the opportunities that I had. Failure isn't something that is easy to swallow for everyone, but if you think about it, it's just an ego bruise. You really have nothing to lose. And if anything, whilst applying for opportunities, you're preparing yourself for whatever's to come. And another thing I would say was scientific research in particular can sometimes be quite isolating. So I made sure that I try to surround myself with interesting people, whether they were friends or family. I always tried to carve time out of my extremely busy day to have some, whether it was family time or friend time, just to also give my mind some time to relax. I would also read a lot outside of my subject area. So just remember that, no matter how much you're interested in something, you have to still remain connected to the world and, give your mind a break sometimes. So I do a lot of outside reading. I listen to the news, just to make sure you can have conversations and be educated on other things.
Amazing. So one more question, John Paul, and then you'll come back to taking over.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Guys, you've heard from what Dr. Sallah has said and Professor Njie about their challenges. Challenges are there to test us, but those who persevere will reach on the other side and actually achieve their goals. So what it is, do you think, I know you guys didn't prepare for this question, but Fatima and Oumie, what are your challenges right now? What do you think right now is stopping you from becoming what you want to be? What are those? Can you say any? What do you think that is? Oumie, can you go first?
Challenges. I don't think I have more challenges right now because I'm inspired by so many people and I believe I'll reach my goal. Definitely for now, I can't say I have any challenges right now that I'm facing because financially SaGG Foundation is helping me and through my education, I'm doing very, very well to try and reach my goal. And definitely, I don't think right now I'm faced with more challenges.
But do you anticipate any challenge? Because it's gonna come. Do you anticipate a challenge that might come your way? What do you think that might be? What is it?
Like right now, I'm faced with the exam coming soon, and it's a very big challenge because it's an external exam that it's not only my school, but like many schools in the Gambia, almost all are going to participate in, and this is going to be a big challenge that I'm aiming to do high and pass it well. So it's a challenge that I'm aiming to do well and pass. So that's my challenge right now.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, so that's the exam that's going to take you to senior school, isn't it? To high school. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So and you're preparing yourself for that. That's an important step in your educational journey. That's amazing. We know we have all the confidence that you're going to do well. Are you confident as well?
Yes, I believe in myself.
Amazing. That's great. And Fatima, any challenge that you have right now or you might anticipate you might have in the future?
No, I don't think I have any challenges right now because I don't have anything to do at home except to study. Yes, I think that is my challenge. Only to study. I don't think I have any challenges yet.
you don't have any, what do you think might hinder you from becoming a medical doctor or surgeon? What do you think one thing might be that might stop you and you have to overcome that?
Because the SaGG Foundation financially are paying for me my school fees. Only to study, work hard, believe in myself, and be focused.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that I'm going to anticipate challenges in the future, but
Yeah.
I just have to work hard.
Yeah, working hard will help you to overcome those challenges. That's amazing.